the moment of truth. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, baby!
It's Christmas Eve. I just came back from the supermarket and got all of the ingredients and groceries that we need for tomorrow to host the day. But I'm gonna get started on as much prep as possible, so let's go. Andiamo. Yes, we're festive. The first thing I'm getting started on is the pasta sauce, and I'm going with a really simple cherry tomato with some pine nuts, something cozy and comforting. Right here, I just washed like 4 pounds of cherry tomatoes, like the sweet cherry bombs. I'm adding in a piece of cleaned garlic right in the middle, and then I'm gonna cover this with olive oil, salt, pepper, and pop that into the oven. Just to have it done and out of the way, I'm also gonna get the other pasta elements ready to go. So I'm gonna toast up some pine nuts and chop up some olives. The next thing I'm getting started on is prep for my beef Wellington. Obviously, I can't make the beef Wellington in advance, but what I can do is the mushroom duxelle. Some olive oil, garlic and shallot, and the mushrooms. A little splash of sherry to finish this off. Tomatoes are done. I'm gonna let these hang out, then I'm gonna take about 3/4 of them and blend it into a smooth sauce and leave the rest to be tossed in. The next thing I'm gonna start prepping is one of my favorite apps. It's blue cheese stuffed dates wrapped in bacon. And with that, prep for the day was done. It is now Christmas morning. Buon Natale, Merry Christmas. But it's time to start cooking. Andiamo. First order of business this morning is getting our beef Wellington ready to go. I'm gonna get this seasoned all over with salt and pepper, then give it a sear. Next, we make the crepe. Now it's time to prep Sir Wellington. Crepes down, prosciutto, the mushrooms. Now I'm gonna brush the filet in mustard and then add it in and roll it all up. Time to pop in the fridge. The next dish that I'm working on is an heirloom family recipe. It's something that my nonna made not only for Christmas, but for really any holidays. So it starts with Cubanelle peppers that are cut into little strips. Of course, we also need some garlic. I'm going to the stove and I'm gonna add some oil. Next comes the garlic. Now the non-negotiable for this dish is anchovies. Even if you don't like them, you have to add them. They are incredible. They melt down with the garlic and add so much umami flavor. Anchovies in. Once it's nice and melted, in go the peppers. Watch how this melts. Add in some breadcrumbs, grated cheese, and salt. My dad's getting started on nonna's potatoes. Next, I'm gonna quickly prep a salad. Roast up some fennel. Now it's back to the beef Wellington. It's time to roll out some puff pastry, add the Wellington in, and roll it all up. Egg wash down. Down goes the welly. Ooh, here we go. I'm popping this in the fridge, and in the meantime, I'm gonna get started on the lettuce.
You have a good day.
Down on a parchment lined sheet tray, brush it with some egg wash. I'm gonna let that hang out in the fridge. Get the dates in the oven in the meantime while I prep the calamari. I made sure to tell them extra tentacles, my favorite. Giving the calamari a quick rinse. Adding some oil to a large pot. For the calamari, we're going 2 parts flour, 1 part semolina. Of course, some salt. Mix that all together. I need this. And a colander. Calamari in. Just as the fam's arriving, I'm gonna start frying the calamari in batches because you have to have it as soon as it comes out nice and hot. Here we go. Immediately hit it with the salt and some fresh lemon. Bella crunchy, no?
Ottimo.
The dates are done. Just little antipasto.
Stop.
Salt's going in the pasta water. We're making some pate. Tomato sauce is going in a pot to warm up. The pasta's almost done. I'm adding a final egg coat on the Wellington and some flaky salt. And I'm gonna pop this in the oven. It's gonna bake for around 30 minutes. Ooh, steamy. Cherry tomatoes, olives, and nuts. Now it's time to plate it up and get everybody to the table. Snow, let it snow, pecorino. Buon appetito, buon Natale. Nonno com'è?
Very nice.
I guess you liked it.
He should have put the chicken.
Guys, we're done. What's going on
You're
here?
never really done, you know? You're never really done.
Pasta's done. It's time to get our entrees underway. The beef Wellington's almost done in the oven, and we gotta start searing off the lamb chops. Large pan's going. A little bit of oil in each. Lamb chops in, fat side down. Let's render some of that fat. Let's get a gorgeous sear on both sides. Gotta give credit to the dishwashing crew. Hey! While the lamb chops finish, let me toss together the salad. We've got the fennel, oranges, and the dressing. You always gotta taste and adjust the seasoning. Wellington is done. All right, Welly is out. It just needs to rest for 10. One down, pass it around. It's the moment of truth.
Yeah, baby.
How is that, baby?
Oh, it's beautiful.
That's crazy.
You got a nice medium rare in the Welly.
Really perfect. Yes, it is.
Love it. Love it. That's it.
It's not an Italian Christmas without some panettone, and in this house, our favorite is sette pani. We've got a chocolate panettone to slice into.
Oh,
Come on, that's a,
Yeah.
that's a Gorgina panettone.
that is beautiful.
All right, let's get into the slices. Oh, yes.